Hello everybody, the Septile456 here. I'm going to be helping you guys out by telling you how to fully install emulators. Emulators meaning like game systems for your computer, and ROMs, which are pretty much the video games themselves. So, I'm going to be giving you a video walkthrough on how to get this done. Now, the first place you go to is called emulatorzone.com. Emulator Zone is pretty much the source of all emulators, and every time I go to search for an emulator, it's always here. The If you're new to the site and really don't know what to do, just go over to the top downloads. Those usually are the really good downloads, but I prefer to I prefer the Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Advance because most of the others are really hard to work on your computer and all that. So, what we do is we go to first. I'm going to tell you how to get Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Advanced, which is the easiest to work. So first, you click on the Game Boy Advanced emulator, choose the visual. I recommend choosing the Visual Boy Advance because of its 5-star rating. It is truly a good emulator and doesn't really screw up that much. If you need help and information, just search search in the help thing, which I will be showing you soon. So first, just click on the Visual Boy Advance, and it'll pop up the little screen, little examples: Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 2, Silent Hill, F-Zero. Then just go to the Visual Boy Advanced 1.1.8.0 Beta 3, and then just click on it, and it'll download. I recommend not clicking that one because it's an unofficial download. Then after that, you click it and download it. So pretty much same goes for the Nintendo 64. I'm gonna show you like a good ROM emulator that goes for it. So first, just I recommend the Project 64 because it's the same as the Game Boy Advanced has 5-star ratings, really good. Um, Obviously since Project 64 1.6 is the only one there, pick it, and you will download a really good Nintendo 64 emulator that will be worth it if you're into the old games that you wish you never found again, stuff like that, which pretty much was what it was for me. So now to get the ROMs is pretty simple. I go to a site called dopeyroms.com. It's really good. It has a lot of ROMs and stuff like that, and will be very helpful if you're a newbie to the emulator and ROM world. It also has emulators for you to check out, but I just recommend coming here for ROMs. So click on the ROMs, and you will come upon. It'll ask you which one you want to choose. So since we're looking for, let's say, Nintendo 64, you would go down to here, and it would show like a whole bunch of that, and it shows how many ROMs it has for it. If you can't really find what you're looking for, just go up in here and, for example, just type in Pokemon Stadium, and it'll show you. I recommend picking the uzip uzip exclamation mark things because most of the other ones are different languages and stuff like that. So you just click on it. You'll come up to the download menu, see a couple pictures, recommending it. Sorry about my computer's being really slow. It's not doing very well today. Next, just click download ROM, and it'll come up to a download, and just download it. Save it to a folder, and then you have your first ROM for your system. Now, I'm gonna show you how to work it and stuff like that. So you see, I already have a Visual Boy Advanced and Project 64. I recommend getting Norton security to so like your computer doesn't always freeze up and stuff like mine. Mine's just junk, so it doesn't really matter. But so just click on it, and it'll soon pop up about taking how it's taking so long and stuff like that. So pretty much what Project 64 is, it's just a Nintendo 64 emulator, and when you pop up, when it pops up, you'll be able to play any Nintendo 64 that you can find at the ROM site. Pretty simple. So once again, sorry for the slowness and for my telephone that keeps ringing nonstop. So see, now it came up, popped up. If you need help, it'll show you a user's manual, Game Fox, support form, homepage about Project 64. I recommend doing that because it'll help you more understand it. Next, you'll have the choice of after you load your ROM, you'll see the full screen. It'll let you make this whole thing full screen and out of your hair. If you want different graphics and stuff like that, go to the graphics configuration. Or I recommend before you start, go to the configure audio and pick sync game to audio, or it'll just be like really fuzzy and really annoying to gameplay. Well, of course you're gonna have to set it if it doesn't already have a default, like mine. Mine's easier to do because it's pretty easy. So you don't have to follow mine, but I recommend doing it if you want to. Now you'll come up with these just to see like they have the current ROM that you've been using and open ROM and language and choose ROM directory and then you can refresh ROM list. So to make it simple, I'm just gonna click on a ROM and the thing will reload again, and after it's loaded, it'll be loaded and stuff like that, and your ROM will start, and I'll just let it go to the title screen for you.